This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNN.Live. We're at the Planet MicroCap Showcase 2019 in Las Vegas. I have Eyal Barad of Cannabics Pharmaceuticals. It's a publicly traded company, and the symbol is CNBX. Eyal, welcome to SNN Live.
Hi, Shelley. Thank you for having me on here with you.
My pleasure to have you. Let's get started with a brief overview of the company, and please talk to the audience.
Okay, well, thank you once again for having me. Cannabics Pharmaceuticals is a data science-based company involved in the medical space, and we're conducting research on cancer and cannabinoids.
Eyal, let's get some history on your company, please.
Yeah, Cannabics Pharmaceuticals has been around for 5 years. We've been public on the OTCQB for about that time. And what we did was we found, about 5 years ago, we found the variable combinations of cannabinoids have various effects on various cancers. And that's what kind of got us very curious. And we built up a lab in Israel, which were licensed by the Ministry of Health there to conduct R&D with cannabinoids, although being a US company. And we set out doing this research.
So where is your research from?
Our research is backed by Israeli scientists that developed it out. A lot of the cannabis history and research in cannabis on the scientific side comes from Israel. And so we started doing research in the universities in Israel and some of the hospitals. Lucky enough to be able to do such research out there.
Did you work with any universities?
Yes, we did. We did work with multiple universities in Israel.
So what's unique about your company?
Well, we're the only company out there in the world that is actually focusing on individualized, tailored medicine with cannabinoids for specific patients with specific cancers. Only one out there.
What's your competitive advantage?
First of all, we're in Israel, where we have a license to be able to conduct the R&D. We just actually got permission where we're going to be pulling in live biopsies into our lab in Israel to be able to conduct drug sensitivity testing on them. Nobody else in the world is doing such trials on live biopsies. So we are many, many steps ahead of the game.
So what stage are you in the approval process?
Well, we're in our approval of our lab. We're out there getting our ISO regulations so that we can actually provide doctors with reports that are certified and backed by standards and regulations. And we are in the process of actually bringing in the biopsies into our labs.
So from the standpoint of talking about target markets, should I ask you what specific cancers you're approaching?
We're actually looking at all cancers right now and looking to develop out our diagnostic product to be able to provide data to patients and doctors around what kind of formulations and they should be using for their specific cancers to try and help.
So in working within the cancer realm, what particularly are you working on now?
So up to now, we've taken cancer cells, cell lines into our lab and from various cancers, a multitude of them, and checked out multiple combinations of cannabinoid combinations on them. And what we found was that certain combinations have higher apoptotic effects, basically causing cancer cells to commit suicide and unaffecting the healthy cells. That's what we found.
What's your background?
I'm actually a businessman. I came from online advertising, but also where I came from is the big data aspect of it and making decision-making systems that have to make decisions in real time. This is a big data challenge at the end of the day, so I think I have the tools here to be able to give a lot of insight into where this will be going.
So from what you can tell me as a public company, what are some growth factors in the company?
Well, we're looking to roll out our diagnostics platform, which I think can be something that will immediately be, once we get it into commercialization, a growth factor. Obviously, our drug development for finding cures for cancer, specifically cancers, is longer down the line, is kind of our blue sky. But our diagnostics is something that's going to be driving us to grow.
So let's get your website out for more information, if you would.
www.cannabics.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eyal Barad, Cannabics Pharmaceuticals, publicly traded company, and the symbol is CNBX. I'm Shelly Kraft. This is SNN.Live, and we're coming to you live on Planet MicroCap Showcase 2019 here in Las Vegas. Eyal, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Shelly. Thank you. It was a pleasure.